Hi, Chad here with Purple Collar Life, and in today's video I want to show you how a visit from the chimney sweep and $10 very possibly saved us from having a house fire. Now I'll fill you in on what happened right here off the bat, and then we'll go back and explore the chimney sweep and all the activities that brought us up to that. But as the chimney sweep was cleaning the chimney, when he took the pipe down, we discovered that there was some perforation along this edge. And when he pulled this out of the ceramic part of the chimney, and then we tried to pull this apart so we could replace this piece with the perforation, you can see it just totally fell apart. It was cracked here. It was pretty well disintegrated here. So if the chimney sweep hadn't come to clean the chimney and inspect our entire chimney and wood stove system, we may not have known this was an issue this year. That's up close to the ceiling. There's not a lot of light up there, and I don't do a great job of inspecting that pipe, but I will from here on out. Because you can see, if this would have come off at the chimney, all the smoke probably would have filled this room, and possibly any flames that would go up the chimney when you first light a fire and let it burn hotter could have come right out of that pipe. So you can see, visit from the chimney sweep and a $10 new piece quite possibly saved us from having a lot more serious problem here in the basement at our house. You're probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, right now I'm feeling some really cold air come out of the chimney. And you can see there's no pipe between the wood stove and the chimney. So let's rewind and we'll see how we got here. Got the chimney sweep guy here today. He's taking the pipe off of the buck stove and clean out the chimney before winter time, before we start burning the wood. So far I'm having no luck finding someone who carries the 8-inch stovepipe that I need. So last night I sprayed a bunch of Croil on this top section in the hope to get that 8-inch to 6-inch adapter out, and that's where we're broken and perforated with the pinholes. So if I can get that out, I can just buy that for now and buy the rest of the 8-inch sections later when they need replaced. Right now I'd say they're about half life. They are rusted, but they're still solid. So if I could just replace that, that'll be good. We're going to take a trip to Rural King to see if they have it there. But first I need to see, can I get that out? And I'll probably have to have Jennifer help me. This is the original piece that the chimney sweep found needed replaced. And as soon as we tried to pull it out of the pipe, the end of it tore right off. We're here at the Rural King after work today. See, it's getting dark. I had to get some parts for the wood stove, some pipe. You can see they sold one of the side-by-sides, the blue one. Still have the 74, the RK55, both RK55s that are cab model. So here's the wood stove pipe I need. I need the 8-inch side to be female. I'd prefer the 6-inch side to be female also. So I don't see that set up. So it looks like this one. Make this one work where the 8-inch side is female and the 6-inch side is male, but I can probably make that work. Here's lots more stovepipe. Thankfully they had them because no one else in the area did, and the kit Buy the entire kit at Home Depot, it's $400. Well over a week ago now, the chimney sweep came and completely cleaned out the chimney. This is a huge wood stove. This is a Buck Model 91, which I believe is the largest wood stove you can get from the Buck company. And it does a great job. It's got a blower, blows out the front, the sides, and you can see it's a good sized wood stove. But because we do use it in the wintertime to heat the house, it does need cleaned every once in a while. The chimney flue going up to here, and then the entire chimney that exits the house. Once every 3 or so years we have the chimney sweep come, and typically he climbs to the top of the roof, which the peak of this house is very high, and inspects the chimney, uses all kinds of brushes and techniques to get the chimney clean the whole way down through, then cleans it all out. Down here at the bottom is the trap where all the stuff can be cleaned out. This year, his son took over the business. It's his son's first time here at our house. And you'll see in the video he uses a totally different method. He doesn't need a ladder to get up on the roof. He doesn't have to drop anything down through the chimney. He does everything up through the chimney. So you saw I was going to replace this entire section. I got all the pieces at Rural King. Thankfully they had it because no one else had the 8-inch pieces of stovepipe. But after further inspection, other than that outside piece, the rest of this is good. So I'm going to put this section that's already pre-cut to length back on here. And then we'll put this section on the end. This is the part that goes into the ceramic portion of the chimney flue. And then we'll put it all back together. And it's only about 40 degrees out right now. It's going to be in the 20s tonight. So we'll get this fire started in here. Put the towel up here because it is amazing how much draft comes down through the chimney. All right, we're clear in here. Looks like everything's connected pretty tight. So you can see the Buck stove is ready to go for the winter time, and like I say, we'll use this to heat the basement and the main section of the house throughout the winter. Now I always recommend you get your chimney cleaned. Depending on how often you burn it and your location and the type of wood you burn, the regularity varies, and you should ask the chimney sweep how often he thinks you should get it cleaned. Our chimney sweep knows the hardwoods that we burn in here, the kindling we burn to get it started, has a pretty good feel for how much we burn each winter, and told us that every 3 to 5 years is good for our chimney to be cleaned. It's not an inexpensive task. It cost us about $180 to get the chimney cleaned, and then each metal piece I bought for the replacement section was $10. Now I only needed to use one of those, but I'll probably keep the other ones and just store them until I do need to replace this, because it'll probably be 10 years or so and I'll want to replace those pipes that go up to the chimney. So again, just the type of maintenance thing to keep your house safe. And if you have a wood burning stove, you know that it's important that you maintain that stove and maintain the safety of operating that stove throughout the winter. So let's get a fire going in here. We'll get to watch through the nice clean glass. But before we go, if you haven't already, click that like button. If you're not already a subscriber, click subscribe. And then comment below if you have any thoughts or suggestions on wood burners or chimney cleaning or chimney sweep services. We really like hearing from those of you who have similar or different experiences than us. And we'll see you the next time.